On that CT side, Liquid towards the banana to begin the round, and we're underway for the grand finals of the iBUYPOWER Masters 2019.
Yeah, brought to you by Toyota and Microsoft, of course. The crowd already behind Liquid right now. Astralis to the CT side. Magisk took an early shot, 16 HP. What a beautiful pop flash to start things off. 3 kills the way of Astralis. They have already set things up. Twist is only going to get a little bit of a consolation prize. There are wounded players for Astralis, but it might just be too little. The bomb's been forfeit over, and Astralis will start to set up shop. The 2 players fall back off of this, giving Naf control of the bomb if he so chooses. He overshoots it, but here they come from behind as well. This Molotov is just like a parting gift. Oh, they'll finish the job of what they started. Try and shift Astralis off of their defensive positions. Try and get them in an uncomfortable spot. Clock's ticking. Looks like Astralis are going to go for a little bit of a late boost. Up to the planters. The bomb is actually first. That being Stu, that grenade actually struck true. Glaive is going to line up 2. He'll take them both down. It's a favorable trade, especially with only 12 seconds left on the clock. There's almost no way that Astralis dropped this round, and from the upper ropes, it's like by the archway, so he wasn't able to get a very quick peek into mid. He'll fall back. He was being supported there by Dupree.
Ooh.
Nice, great. Oh, he's burning all over the place. He's still not safe.
Oh, he's not
he will burn 100 to 0, and he didn't even recognize it. He was blinded to the fact as well.
As we do see Liquid now moving into banana. Glaive picking up 1. He's gonna get traded out by Naf. That UMP coming to play here.
Still a fantastic trade for Glaive, though. He got 1 and 9/10 of the next one as well. That's just finished the job in the graveyard, and he is just waiting reactionary. And he can do this because look at the clock. There's 12 seconds left. Just wait for that bomb plant noise and then stand up. Surprise Jack in the Box. No way for Nitro to be able to win this one. The A site, which looks to be challenged this time, it's actually aggressive through the halls. Magisk is here. He turns and wins this fight by ducking under Nitro's field of view.
And with 30 seconds left, they're hard pressed once again to take it.
And they keep just going back and forth and back and forth. Now back towards B. At least there are fewer players here. Zipnik's up top. Nicely traded by Twist and Naf. Dupree at range, but the bomb's not going to be stopped. Excellent shooting from Naf. That's going to be at least evened out. The first time Liquid have actually had an honest look at a round. Just march their way forward. It's going to be 2 1v1s essentially on approach. Naf peeks out. He'll lose that first fight, leaving it all up to Twist. Pops off after he spots a shoulder. Hopefully the time can be in his favor soon. He actually sees that CZ firing. Excellently played by Twist. He knew that that was a bait. Now he takes the next fight and wins it as well. Twist, the intelligence to recognize that Device was merely playing decoy. It's giving him paddling. So this is Glaive pushing ahead, very similar to what we saw before. Usually a flashbang was preemptive to that. Instead, it's rather dry. He is getting some support with some cover fire over the top of this one, but they actually trade positions, passing like ships in the night. Now they recognize that something's amiss. The spray from Glaive, he's down to his sidearm as well. He's lost his support. And Naf, who seems to be the saving grace. Astralis' defense has reset. Magisk is playing solo, and nobody's checking the top box at Ninja. Again, Naf saving grace. This time would have to ace this round out. And he's lined up the shot, but he can't quite get the aiming down sight quickly enough.
Smoke execute, but look at the 2 rotators coming in from the Astralis side.
Oh no, he couldn't quite run. He stubs his toe on the floor. Zipnix turns back. He'll take 1 as Device now gives support, but it's a target-rich environment. Naf again. They'll be able to spot Naf shortly, and they do. Now, it's going to be a push-up quickly through CT. There's that flash right into his eyes. He's got nowhere left to run. Bomb will be defused, and Astralis make these retakes look solid. But they should own every time, but they never really feel comfortable here. You could see that Stewie's way back towards T-spawn. And here comes the push. Magisk gets 1. He will fall and gets traded out. Quickly so, a smoke will separate the skirmish, and maybe they push and wrap in, but look, they're surrounded by the CTs. Device from the backside of Library, looking for more, aggressively peeking. Nitro punishes. Glaive now lines up his target, and he misses. Everybody one at a time, and it's Zipnix that shows that he can stand alone, but Stewie, who was wounded early on, is in a 1v1. He's got plenty of time, and the bomb's in front of him. Right now, Zipnix stands at it.
Can he do it? The new member of Liquid now peeking towards his arch side. Zipnix waiting for him to peek on this. A couple shots fired. Stewie's going to smoke it off now. Be able to recover the bomb. That's a great Molotov into Library as well. Where does he go from here?
He's got it. He's made his way with the bomb. It's not enough time. Actually, Zipnix might think that he runs towards B, but he'll just park himself, stay into the library. Bomb will be planted. It's quickly enough so that you should know it's A. He'll turn back for this. 2 wounded players. Liquid desperately needing rounds. Stewie sitting tight. He'll shift his way around. Actually, a really atypical position. Does Zipnix expect? He is shoulder peeking. The molly comes right into his face, and Stewie holds tight.
Zipex is going to go down off the missed shot there.
We do hold a man advantage, but you gotta remember Nitro's a little bit shortened with the CZ. A little bit of an angle through the smoke, and Device will pick up that next kill after Dupree's kill of his own, earning the man advantage back for Astralis' side. Twist sneaks through that one. Device tried to turn away from a flashbang that wasn't there. He picks up 2. It goes back and forth. Things all the while. Magic starts to stomp his way in. Glaive spots one target, calls it out. Magisk will dial in the shots. It's all Elige right now. He's exposed to 2, but he'll take care of 1. Now he wants to play with the clock a little bit, but Glaive pushes the issue. Will be able to defuse the bomb, and they take that last round of the half just in time.
To begin this round, we are seeing Glaive with the utility a little fast towards the banana right now, and Liquid's going to force right back. Stewie getting caught off. 3 terrorists now moving down towards these halls.
Oh, what a jump from Zipnix. They're gone. Hold on to that armor. Hold on to that kit. Liquid will just collect themselves for the next round. Holding on to some armor, a kit as well. Possibly a little bit more behind it.
Soon his way towards the end of halls here alongside Zipex.
Yeah. Like you said, Liquid not playing for that overtime. Oh! He'll scream out of that one.
Retake right now. Nitro's got himself in a great position, but you know who's watching it? Well, that's going to be Dupree. Nice little nade from Glaive onto Naf right now, and Liquid, they're not finding anything on this retake.
He's got 1 with that SMG. He'll look down for a second, which he's got. Bomb's too far gone, unless there's a kid on the ground somewhere. He goes for the touch. He's just trying to draw Glaive in closer for an extra bonus kill, but 15-3. Naf is burning up. That first grenade concussed him, and he burned for more. Stewie, 1 kill and looking for more.
They don't check this corner.
First shot, he's got them both! He'll duck back in safely so as well. The flashbang will give him another repeat if he wants it. He doesn't have to do it. He just needs to stay alive at 4 HP. The clock is still plenty of time for Astralis to be able to flirt with this idea of clearing the site. But there's a surprise on site. There's the first. They don't check for the second. The bomb's down, and Elige gets it done at range with the MP9.
Not expecting that. Elige takes full advantage of it, and it's going to get Liquid their 4th round.
A lot of players up front, but they're peeking one at a time. Nitro comes out and at least gets a return kill on this. But Astralis know that there's no way there were 4 players on this site this early. They took 2 down, and now they start to threaten this angle. So flashbang comes in and blinds the initial player, but they start to creep their way out, covering their eyes. A 2-on-4 situation, and Liquid are going to have to yield back, I think, but Elige pushes ahead.
Slowly.
Smoke is such a problem for him right now. Nobody's going to be peeking that angle. He shoves out, and Device shoves him back. Elige is now going to take the tip of the spear in through mid doors, dividing Astralis in 2. And speaking of 2, that's the Device who's actually come through the CT side of things, is fighting them as they try and march their way up. It is confusion everywhere, but Liquid on top of the trades. On the edges of those smokes, Zipnix is the last standing, hoping that somebody pokes out and gives him a freebie. And they do that, but it was going to end up being a double peek anyway. Liquid take that pistol round. Looks like Magisk and Zipnix are over here on long A. Zipnix is holding the tighter angle with the CZ. Magisk with his Deagle. Ends 1, and that was a Dupree actually gets the kill against Stewie. That was way back towards spawn.
This is getting scary now.
Oh, it is.
3 on 5. Zipex taking down Nitro as well. Now a smoke towards the doors ensures that no one else is going to come out for the trade.
Rifle. They now have the Galil onto their sides as well, as Liquid waltz in towards what could be an ambush. 3 players on this side of things. Elige scopes up after his first volley of rounds. He turns and looks to try and do an immediate transfer. The player behind the box never really shows himself. Twist shows that he can flick with the Galil gap, and they have done just that.
Sitting at 1 HP now. He's going to have to go a lot more passive, and that nade takes him out.
Almost hits him.
Elige is down for the count.
Nice shot. This is similar to what we saw what he did with the Galil. 2 kills quickly. He's made his way past the elbow now. Liquid is still scattered, and they're working their way towards long. They have the lurk for Naf.
Look at
Device may
now.
have sensed him.
They're just leaving Twist to lurk. They haven't even really attacked towards that long. It's going to make it around that corner and start taking out some terrorists. And there it is.
So good. And the molly lands. Doesn't seem to be burning him, so he will plant the bomb. 2v3 right now on site. Not many places for Stewie to remain. He'll be traded quickly, and Nap flanks the flanker. Takes Device down, leaves it to a 1v1. Flashbang out. It's still going to be Magisk that has to make the move. The scope was there, but the lack of scope, and without even the real firepower from the Galil, still gets it done.
That was a great flank from Device there.
Rifle in to mid if he chooses. Astralis is still really a little bit hesitant about putting bodies in the right spot towards the A site. Zipnix gets one of his own. He'll be traded out, the bomb will be planted, and again another retake comes. 3 always seems to be the number for Astralis, and they always start this off by jumping, searching. Dupree does die to this one though, and it's all up to Glaive now. Liquid looking to put a round on the board after the timeout.
Glaive just going for that jumping kill. Legion's so low. This could go his way,
got
and he
him.
gets it. Now it's on to Naf here in pit with the AK. Will Glaive be able to pick this one up? It will be Naf getting Liquid's second round on the board.
Shout out to the admins being able to provide that. Stewie drops Dupree first, and that makes that B site look a little bit more tantalizing. They quickly start to collapse in here, but Magisk has something else to say about this. He's barely ticking.
Ooh.
He's got some support from Device. Back to the A site. The flashbangs are fantastic. They made their way to the elbow. The bald head. Twist tries the same thing, but he's got a fresh haircut. 2-on-2, retake is still there with the potential, especially with Zipnix being so close. He's got help, but he's lost it to the rear. It's going to be Naf left. Bomb is planted for him, so Zipnix needs to take the initiative. He's now at these second boxes, looking to see if he can touch this one from around the corner. He's just eking around the edge. We've got a scope, but he doesn't need it. Straight to the dome. Very dry. CT flashbang actually came in, and they absolutely dismantled the crossfire with a cross of their own. Elige has this spray control memorized. Will allow them freedom of movement to go wide if they want, but Glaive goes even wider at that. Might actually catch him.
Nade.
Oh, that hit Twist. That was like, well, hit deep.
Smoke as well, but you know what? Nitro's made his way on the edge of it. He's able to open up the side onto Glaive. The off of Device puts an end to Nitro and to Twist here, Dallas. And it is a 3-on-4 as Stewie 2K makes it a 3-on-3.
Yeah, the flashbang interrupted his momentum, his rhythm, as maybe they now go for a boost possibly to get back into the field of things. That would be difficult to do. Very surprising. It's a smoke that comes in, but that's down low. It's a CT smoke, actually. It may have been flubbed. Got some late pressure coming in from Dupree, or sorry, Magisk coming across catwalk. Pop flash, that's for long. Can they round this corner in time? A tall boost, deep against the wall. Elige will trade it out, but it's now just Naf. Bomb may be planted for him, but he's blinded at that. He's got a molly as well. The bomb's being diffused right now, but it doesn't matter. Astralis, they book in that half. They get the closing statements of the argument to work with. Whichever way they please. They could really make this look like a convincing attack to the A site with 2 of those smokes. And then fake to B. Double headshot. Man, I was saying the Glock might not have much of a chance against that fight, but that would really sell a fake.
Well, on top of that kill, plus these smokes, we've seen the B player actually move out of the bomb site here. And this is going to prompt the Astralis site to start peering on into that B bomb site, which they're doing exactly
Get her
right
done.
now. Twist not able to hit Glaive. Glaive really not in any position to get any kills, but you know what? It doesn't matter. They've taken B, and we're into a 4-on-4 retake.
And they've got Device for the lurk. So Liquid are still up a creek. Stewie's always so good around smokes. Now they sneak and snake their way in through the window. They'll take these first fights, and it goes even trades, but Liquid hold a man advantage. No kit, but it doesn't matter. Plenty of time. Naf comes back for seconds. Both Twist and Naf get 2 kills apiece, and that looked like such a beautiful execute for Astralis the whole way through.
Lopsided score on the first map. Very possible it could happen right here for Liquid right now. CZ's, armor, a scout, 2 AKs on the Astralis side. What are they going to do with it? They're going to rush B, Dallas.
Quick preemptive smoke, but Nitro with 2, and here's the lineup. Stewie says he's got a statement, and Astralis 2 rush rounds in a row get absolutely stumped. Device is left 1v5. And there is a lot of fog on the site, but it seems very clear that Stewie is going to take a chance knife through the smoke. And,
and he's just going at everybody. After taking long, creating that presence, moving down towards middle.
Well, look at the utility for Liquid. They're actually down to about half of what they had started with. There's still $1:20 on the clock.
Stewie, once again, getting the entries towards his part of the map.
Smoking for doors, but Device is already ahead of this one. So he can call to his team that, you know, it's clean over here, and they're spraying through that smoke, but they're spraying into the walls that obviously Device could see. So they might just be trying to sell the fact that he's actually ahead of that position. Now for the second. Double up. 2 kills so far for those guys. Oh, stand back up Nitro, and there's a little bit of attention to detail you're talking about. Smoke lands to the other side of the box. Molotov behind that one, but Nitro's already been contended with. 3-on-4, man advantage for Liquid, and Stewie finds another, looking for the next one as well, as so far Astralis have run out of gas. The bomb was fumbled and now picked up, advancing forward. Device has to worry about what's behind him. Doesn't have the heart to be able to take down Elige, though. Dupree's disconnected from the rest of this one. There's 3 CTs in front of him and the bomb. Not gonna happen. Liquid take map 2. Glaive as well as Zipnix that are down here at the A site. Flashbang's out. Here comes the 9mm from the Glock, but it is Zipnix that gets the first and Glaive for the second. It's laid flat, leaving only Nitro. Bomb in play, but he's got a problem coming up from behind. That's Magisk, and Zipnix just spotted him coming up to the site. So he needs to fight his way in for a plant, but he's only got 10 seconds. There's nowhere left to go. He needs to commit himself for a kill. And everybody is just an apparition. Are they playing with them at this point? 1 second, he will survive and will not get clocked. Dupree just now hears them. He's got some health. He'll swing out super wide. He gets 2, and that's the bomb down included. He does die for that, but that's a lot of time off the clock, and Astralis can start to shift some pawns around the map.
Not really an opportunity here for Naf to get anything, forcing all those angles. Us from long A, about to peer on towards this middle area. Oh, but Stewie,
him up, and they are hunting in retreat. Zipnix is taken down. Only 2 left. Liquid are looking to be able to find that first round of theirs in the top of the 8th. They're now in towards the bottom of the 8th.
What can Dupree do, though?
Checking for him. Now Dupree's position sold out. He ends up into a double peek. He does take Nitro way, way down. Look at this defense on A, though. You already have 3 players over here. Oh! What a shot from Stewie! He's quickly dealt with, and they'll trade back and forth. Nitro, the walking wounded, does end up dying. Naf plants the bomb, but bleeds for it. He ends up being taken down on the long flank.
Site.
And a partridge in a pear tree if they could manage this one. A faster play right now from Liquid. The door has been blown open, though, allowing Glaive an easy angle. Twist gets 2 on entry, a 3rd on entry. Oh my goodness, but Device, with the assistance of Stewie's TK, earns it back to a 2v2. Ooh. They absolutely brush shoulders, and in from behind is Nitro now. Dupree last up, 1v2, and he is behind as well. In all the confusion and the fog of war, it comes down to a 1v1. Naf does have at least surprise, the element of surprise in his favor. Where could he possibly be is what Dupree is thinking. Peeking the angles. Oh, but he is so wide when he comes around that corner.
Back towards that B bomb site, getting ready to execute with only 30 seconds left. What a great play from Nitro. That's going to make it all more possible.
They actually might shift back towards A right now. They hold short, so they might just go right through the blue door and up towards A. Magisk tries to take an aggressive stance and catch them in that shift. Glaive, having an op, is now looking to take a fight at near point-blank range. Being scoped in, he'll be able to see their cells dividing. He takes the shot and misses. A second one as well goes wide left. They're both taken off quickly.
Pressured.
That's a smoke that will allow them to isolate Elige. And they quickly deal with them, but Nitro lays 2 players down right at the planters, and the boost on top! It's the Wilson boost from Home Improvement. And now Stewie rounds this one and puts the bomb down on the ground. Device is left alone in a 1v4. Now 3. He's got a wounded Nitro out there who's looking to capitalize on his own 4th kill. But Stewie says, I've got 2 of those. They end up making the full house, 3 and 2 apiece. Like after seeing all this A-long aggression, I'm surprised they didn't try and snap shot on this. Stewie gets broadsided, but he takes 2 first, and it leaves it to Glaive. 1v4, another healthy round for Liquid so far. Glaive being spammed through, and he's not long for this world. He'll clear out the bins, but There's one left remaining.
Bit more info on what could be happening. Here come these pop flashes, but the wide swing out of Liquid right now. Twist is going to find two. A third for Twist as well. And he's still got Stewie there, who runs out of ammo.
By
yet
time,
again.
he's alive. Stewie lives, and Twist takes all
with
5
the
kills.
ace.
Towards that B site, pop flash and the monster that blinds him, but it doesn't catch Dupree. There's your opener. Astralis is always quick on these. Stewie's able to get some cover, and he's been great here. As long as he can hold tight to the pillar, he's gotten a second one. Naf will fall back into the pit, and he'll take a second one as well. That's it! Naf seals the deal. There was a slight hope for Astralis, but it was Liquid, the late break.